The number one reason most people come to see me is for some type of hip pain, tightness, or they're just looking for better hip mobility. And I get it. There's a lot of ideas out there on how to fix it. But there are 3 exercises that many people are wasting their time doing, and I'm going to share what those are, why you need to stop doing them right now, and give you some simple alternatives to get you started. So get excited. If you landed on this video, you're about to be ahead of the game when it comes to hip mobility. I can always tell when somebody's starting out on their new physical therapy plan for hip pain. Why? Because they're always starting out with a good old glute bridge. Now this exercise isn't bad, but if you're not engaging your hamstrings while doing this, your hip is not going to get any better. So instead, let's do the hamstring bridge by digging those heels into the ground and put ourselves in a slightly tucked pelvis position, and then we bridge. You're going to get way more bang for your buck, plus your lower back will like it too. Alright guys, next up is hamstring stretches. I feel like the first stretch that everyone learns is the classic hamstring stretch. Now unfortunately, increasing your hamstring flexibility has nothing, and I do mean nothing, to do with getting rid of your hip pain. Oh, the blasphemy! But in reality, if you get your pelvis and your hips to move better, that will actually increase your hamstring flexibility. It's not the other way around. You don't get better at hip stuff by getting your hamstrings better, alright? So instead, let's start stretching hip internal rotation like this pattern instead of wasting our precious time doing hamstring stretches. Alright guys, last on the list, this is my personal favorite, or least favorite actually, is clamshells. Now, clamshells are not bad. They're a great exercise if you've never done any kind of hip work before, any kind of hip therapy stuff. But if you guys have been doing these for a few weeks, it's time to move on to something else. You don't have to do clamshells the rest of your life to have a healthy hip. So what we got to do is we have to find a way to make this a little bit more difficult, and that's how we progress with our hip therapy. So the best way to do that is let's do sideline straight leg hip rotations to not only strengthen the same muscles as a clamshell, but we also get the added benefit of getting better hip rotation, which is the most important component of a healthy hip. So simply substitute these guys for your clamshells and you're going to be well on your way to where you want to go. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below and give us a like and or subscribe, as we have a ton of new content coming your way. We'll see you guys next time. Remember to be strong, be mobile.